Hello students, today we are going to begin a new chapter, chapter 9, India Social Life. India is a vast country in the continent of Asia. It is a country of bewilderingly great diversity. In India we can see many diversity and also India is a vast country in the continent of Asia. Nowhere on earth does humanity present itself in such a dazzling creative burst of cultures and religions, races and times. So nowhere it is not there like this. What is it? The creative culture, the religion, races and times. Only India we can see this diversity. Home to the ancient Indus Valley civilization and a region of historical trade routes and vast empires, the Indian subcontinent has been identified with its commercial and cultural wealth for much of its long history. We have some of the history because our civilization, then trade routes and vast empire, these are some of the important things we can see from our country. High mountain ranges, vast seas, large river irrigated lands, countless rivers and streams, dark forests, sandy desert, all these have adorned India with an exceptional diversity. And also we are having some of the exceptional diversity of what? Then mountain ranges, vast areas, vast seas, large irrigated lands, many rivers, streams, forests, and also no other country don't have this much of diversities. Among the people, there are numerous races, religion, language, and dialects. So among these people having many races, religion, languages, and dialects. In a course of time, they wove themselves into the intricate fabric of India's social life. However, the real strength of Indian culture lies in its basic unity, vigor, and the ability to contain an amazing diversity within itself. So, what is the strength of our country? The basic unit, vigor, and ability. In this country, there are people who belong to opposite schools of thought, yet it is the diversity that binds one India with another. So, we are having the bound with the other people, and the concept of one basic culture and one nation has continued to thrive even today. And also we are having the concept of one basic culture we are having, and also we are living as a one nation. Then we'll see the different directions of India. The first we'll see the social life of Western India. You have already studied about the social life of Gujarat. And since Gujarat lies in the west of India, already you know that Gujarat located in west part of India. Let us begin with the social life of the people of the west. Despite having an extensive coastline, the cuisine of Gujarat is primarily a vegetarian cuisine. Our way of cooking is mainly the vegetarian. The staple diet of people include cereals, pulses, vegetables, clarified butter or ghee, milk, buttermilk, butter, etc. So these are the some of the diet we are having for the West Indian people. Kathiawadi meals and dal pati are very popular. You all know that which is our popular food. Due to its vast coastline, people living in the Western India consume eggs and fish. So mainly those who are living in a coastal area, their food or the staple food is eggs and fish. Men wear a dhoti, Jodhpuri trousers, then and a short, that is a dress for the men. Then or a kurta, also pleated frock shirt. They also carry a stole or khais on their shoulders. On their shoulders having the stole or khais. Women wear saris. In Rajasthan, men wear a dhoti and a short pleated frock shirt, that is ankarku. Women wear colorful pleated ankle length skirt, that is gankhara, and long waist length blouses. So till their waist, that type of long blouses also wearing from the people of Rajasthan. In Maharashtra, women wear the 9-yard divided sari or Nawari Kachoto. So that is the dress style of Marathi people or the Maharashtra. Today in developing societies, men wear trousers and shirt. Nowadays it is some kind of changes are there. That is why then men wear the trousers and shirt, while women wear salwar kameez or trousers. People of rural area and tribals dress according to the region they live. So according to the region, the tribal people are wearing according to their customs. Then the houses are made of brick, stone and cement. How they are preparing the houses? With the brick, stone and cement. Tribals of the forest and hilly area live in a hut made of bamboo and thick branches scattered over the area they live. The tribal people, they are living in a forest or the hilly area. They are making the houses or the huts with bamboo and thick branches scattered over their area in live. In the villages of Rajasthan, Gujarat, Maharashtra and Madhya Pradesh, the houses are made of sand, stone, bricks and cement. Mainly the village people of Rajasthan, Gujarat, Maharashtra and Madhya Pradesh, their houses are made of sand, stone, bricks and cement. Here you can see the picture of Maharashtra people, and in the right side you can see the Rajasthani people dress code. Then also the residents in the forest area, how they are making the houses. Then the modern residents with the brick, cement, stone and all. Okay. People speak Gujarati, Marathi, Konkani, Rajasthani and Hindi. They are the languages of Gujarati, Marathi, Konkani, Rajasthani and Hindi. People use local dialects in forest and tribal area. The tribal people or the forest people, those who are living there, they are using the dialects, the local language they are using. People in India enjoy festivals. Different festivals are celebrated here. Many festivals we are celebrating. The Ras and Garba of Gujarat are very popular all over the world. Ras and Garba, the popular dance of Gujarat. The folk songs and dances of Rajasthan are different, especially the Ghumar. The folk song and dances of Rajasthani is Ghumar. The Lavani of Maharashtra is also famed. That is also very famous. The fairs of Tarnetar, Bhavanath, Shamlaj, Dang Darbar are well known. So these are some of the important fairs. Festivals like Diwali, Ganesh Chaturthi, Eid, Christmas, etc. are celebrated together by one and all. So all are celebrating the Christmas, Eid, Ganesh Chaturthi, Diwali. These are some of the common festivals. So here you can see the dress and what is in the folk music of Rajasthan here. Here you can see the Garba dances of Gujarat. Second, so now we discussed about that social life of West Indian people. Now we are going to deal with social life of the people of North India. The staple food of the people of North India is wheat and wheat based. Mainly the North Indian people use the wheat. They also consume pulses, vegetables, fruit, clarified butter, ghee, milk and buttermilk. Lassi, sweetened buttermilk of Punjab is a delight to the taste buds. So important for the Punjab, that is lassi. Punjab is known as the land of 5 rivers. You can underline your textbook. Punjab is known as the land of 5 rivers. The people are sturdy and hardworking. Sturdy means strong. The people from Punjab, they are very sturdy and hardworking people. Men and boys wear loose pants or slacks with a collared shirt or t-shirt. So the dress code of men and boys, they are using loose pants or the slacks with the the collared shirt or the t-shirt. Some males also wear the kurta, pajama, jacket and Indian shirt pant outfit. Especially the Punjabi farmers. So they are using that kurta, pajama, jacket. Many Punjabis, mainly Sikhs, wear the turban on their heads. For the Sikh people or in the Punjabis, they are having that turban on their foreheads. The women wear salwar kameez with a bright colored dupattas. They are having the dupatta with a bright colored and salwar kameez their dress code. Then Jammu and Kashmir is famous for its natural beauty since time immemorial and has been aptly described as heaven on earth. So Jammu and Kashmir is known as the how it is described as heaven on earth. So you can underline your textbook. So heaven on earth is known as the Jammu and Kashmir. Costumes of Jammu and Kashmir are well known for their embroidery and intricate design. So some kind of dresses we can see, that is costumes of Jammu and Kashmir, well known. They are very good in embroidery work and intricate design. Then many types of design they are preparing. The form of clothing is designed to counter the cold climate of the region. The form of clothing, how they are wearing the clothes, so that is for the depends on the cold climate of the region. The traditional pehran, the long tunics stretching up to their feet with full or long sleeves, is the most popular form of dresses among both men and women. So the traditional pehran is the most popular form of dresses for both men and women. They also wear Mughal type turbans, that is for men, or headgear or colored scarf taranga worn by women on their heads. Then variation is seen in their outfit due to the modernization. Some of the changes we can see according to the modernization. So you can see the picture here. Then Kashmiri couples dress style. Then Kashmiri lady, how they are wearing the dress. Then Gandhwal couple. Then next we will see that the most of the houses of North India have terrace and are made of bricks. So how they are preparing their houses? Most of the houses in North India have terrace and are made of bricks, wood, stone and mud. So their houses all with a terraced house only, and also it is made with a bricks, wood, stone and mud. The Dal Lake in Jammu Kashmir is well known for its famed houseboats, well known as shikaras. Hindi is widely spoken in North India. So North Indian language is Hindi. But besides Hindi, Punjabi, Sindhi and Kashmiri languages are also spoken. So some other languages also they are having. Local dialects such as Bhojpuri, Bihari are spoken in Uttar Pradesh. So Uttar Pradesh spoken language, though the local dialects is Bhojpuri and Bihari. Festivals and fairs in northern India is celebrated with a great favor. So they are like to celebrate the fair and festivals. There are many famous festivals in the northern India that are celebrated by the people. The Baisakhi festival of Punjab is celebrated with a great pomp by all. So Baisakhi is the one of the important festival of Punjab. Bhangra, the folk dance of Punjab, is lively and liked by all. So that one of the dance of Punjab, that is Bhangra, that is very lively and this dance will liked by all the people. The folk songs of Kashmiri, devotional songs of Uttar Pradesh and Punjab are well known. So some of the songs, the folk songs of Kashmir, devotional songs of Uttar Pradesh and Punjab are well known or famous only. The nature of the people of North India, however, differs. Then while the Punjabis are lively and cheerful, that is the character of the people of Punjab. They are very lively people, active people and cheerful, very happy people. And the Kashmiris are quiet and poised. They are very quiet and dignified people from the people are from Kashmir. Jammu and Kashmir is known as the paradise on earth. So you can underline in your textbook. Jammu and Kashmir is known as the paradise on the earth. So which is known as the paradise of the earth. You can underline your textbook. The area is among the world's most beautiful places with a beautiful snow covered the mountain. So some of the area is among the world's most beautiful places and with the beautiful snow covered mountains and also green valleys, natural lakes also we can see there. Jammu Kashmir is bestowed with a what? The Jammu Kashmir is bestowed with a breathtaking natural beauty that can mesmerize anyone. So it's very pleasant climate. One can see the countless gardens with the terraced lawns, then cascading fountain. What is the speciality? One can see the countless garden. Many gardens we can see with a terraced lawn, the terrace of the house at the top of the house, and cascading fountains, the falling the fountains. Then water. Paint box bright flower beds with rare flowers in the state. The handicraft is the traditional industry of the state and has been of crucial importance. So handicraft is the one of the traditional industry of the state we can see, and it have more importance. Some of the items of industry are paper match, then wood carving, carpet, shawl making, so this and embroidery, etc. Then saffron is predominantly cultivated here. Saffron is one type of flower only, so it can be used for the medicinal purpose. So saffron is predominantly cultivated here. So you can see here some of the handicraft work, the carpet of Kashmir, embroidery of Kashmir. Then agriculture and agriculture related activities is the principal occupation of the most of the people of North India. So mainly the people are engaged in the agricultural activities, and they are having this type of agricultural occupation for the North Indian. Apart from agriculture, people are engaged in cottage and small industries too. They are having agricultural work as well as they are engaged in the cottage and small industries also. So next we will see that the social life of the people of South India. The people of South India are benefited by a long sea coast. The long sea coast they are having. They are short and sturdy in build. So their physical structure, they are very short and sturdy in build, means very strong people. Rice is a stable diet. That rice is the main food, with the fish being an integrated component of coastal South India. So fish and rice is the main food. They prefer to eat on banana leaves on all the important occasions. If it is any important occasion like marriage, some of the festivals, these people are eating in a eating on a banana leaves. Then idli, dosha, sambar, vada are some of the famous food items. So some of the important food items are. So you can see in the picture here the idli, then what is in the vada, sambar, everything you can see in the picture, the right side here. Then vada are some of the famous food items. Then South Indian cuisines is very well known and popular. So their way of cooking is very popular. So here you can see the food on banana leaves, and also right side some of the important delicious food items like idli, dosa, sambar, vada and all. Then South Indian women traditionally wear the sari and adorn their hair with sweet smelling garlands of flowers. They are keeping the flower on their hair, and also they are wearing the sari. The men wear either a white dhoti or a colorful lungi, their dress code. They are wearing the dhoti, white dhoti or a colorful lungi. The fishermen wear cloth to suit their occupation. Then the houses are made of bricks, wood, bamboo, stones and mud. So they are making the houses of North Indians, sorry, the South Indian, the dresses we can, houses we can see, it is constructed or built with made with bricks, wood, bamboo and stone mud. They have the sloping roofs as it rains heavily in this area. People residing near the coastal area live in huts, because the coastal area the people they are living in a hut. They are not making any type of houses. The bamboo furniture used in these houses are beautifully made. Some of the bamboo furniture also having for these houses. Houseboat are seen in the backwaters of Kerala. So that is one of the speciality we can see, houseboat. This also made with bamboo. So you can see the picture here, the slanting roof of the house. Then paka or a house with a more slanting roof. Then different languages are spoken in South India. Then English and regional languages like Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam and Kannada are widely spoken. So main languages Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam and Kannada, but along with that, English and regional languages they are using. Then famous for the passion for religion, tradition, custom and culture, people living in the South India follow a very ritualistic lifestyle. the people are very famous, or they are very passionate to follow their religion, tradition, custom and culture. So, and also they are following the ritualistic life. Therefore, festivals of South India make them popular all over the globe. Onam, Pongal, boat races, Dasara and Diwali are celebrated with great enthusiasm. These are some of the important festivals. So, with great pomp or enthusiasm they are celebrating. Then, Mohiniyattam and Kathakali of Kerala. So, you can see the Mohiniyattam and Kathakali. So, these are the important dance of Kerala. Bharatanatyam of Tamil Nadu. So, in the first picture you can see Bharatanatyam of Tamil Nadu. Kuchipudi of Andhra Pradesh are the famous dances of South India. So, Mohiniyattam, Kathakali, Bharatanatyam and Kuchipudi are the important folk dances of, or the famous dances of South India. Then, farming and fishing are the major occupation of the people here. The people are doing people are the farmers. They are doing farming and fishing. Then paddy is the main crop of the region. Paddy means rice. So paddy is the main crop of the region. People seek their livelihood through industries in the urban area too. South Indian culture, with its visible differences in customs and tradition, forms an important part of the Indian culture. Next we will see that the social life of the people of East India. West, South, North we have seen. Then last we will see that East. Most of the people of Eastern live in the rural areas since the region comprises of mountains. Plantation agriculture is practiced widely. Example, tea. So because they are having that a mountain plantation area, or plantation means a group of trees, or the forest area, plantation agriculture and practicing that one. The staple food of the people is rice and fish. But besides that, people also consume pulses and vegetable. They are using rice and fish, also the pulses and vegetable. Rasgulla, the famous cheese-based syrupy dessert of West Bengal, is popular all over the world. Some of the West Bengal, what is in the famous food. Then people prefer to wear cotton, ankle-length cloth as the region faces a tropical monsoon climate. So depends on the climate they are having the dress. Then people are usually short in heights. So they are very short only. Men wear the dhoti kurta while women drape their saris in a traditional pattern. So for the women dhoti kurta, then for the men wear that dhoti kurta, for women sari. So you can see in the picture the dress code of East Indian people. Then most of the houses of Eastern India are made of bamboo and wood, but some are also made of brick and cement. Then tribal in forest area live in huts spread over the forest area. So the tribal people, they are living in a forest area, so they are making the huts. Then the houses have sloping roof due to the excessive rain. So they are having more rain, that is why they are making the houses with a slope. The backyard of most houses have small ponds known as pukar, in which fishy culture, then fish breeding all culture is practiced. So every houses, the backyard of the most of the houses, they are having small ponds. In the small ponds, what they are doing, they are making that fish breeding, or they are having some of the fish farm they are having. Assamese, Bengali and Oriya are commonly spoken by the people of Eastern India. Hindi and English are also spoken marginally. Somewhat they are speaking Hindi and English also. Then main festivals brighten the lives of the people of this region. Bihu and Ojapali, the folk dances of Assam are very famous. So you can see the dances of Bihu and Odissi. Then the folk and classical dances of East India we have seen. Next, India believes in secularism. What is secularism? Because there is no discrimination in the religion. So India believes in secularism, and Indians have the liberty of following the religion of their choice. According to our choice, we can live and celebrate our festivals or the religious festival. Indian offers astonishing variety in virtually even aspect of social life. So for their social life, they are having some kind of different aspects they are having. Diversities of ethnic, linguistic, regional, economic, religious, class and caste groups cross-cut in Indian society, which is also permeated with the immense urban-rural references and gender distinction. A variety of languages and dialects are spoken here. India being a multicultural and multi-religious society, means more culture they are having, more religion also having, and celebrates the holidays and festivals of various regions. So according to the region, they are celebrating many multicultural, multi-religious festivals. Then the three national holidays in India, the Independence Day, the Republic Day and the Gandhi Jayanti, are celebrated with zeal and enthusiasm across the India. So which are the national festivals? The national holidays are Independence Day, the Republic Day and Gandhi Jayanti. So all the people are celebrating with great enthusiasm and zeal. However, with the passage of time, many transformations can be seen in the India way of life. Example, changes are visible in diet, apparel, lifestyle, etc. So we can see every changes. Due to the increase in communication technology and faster means of transportation, globalization has brought about many changes in the social life of the people. Change is inevitable, natural and necessary, because always change is important. That is why change is inevitable, can be avoid that one. Then it is natural and necessary. But our culture and heritage must be conserved. So even though what are the changes we are doing, but culture should not change. That is why our culture and heritage must be conserved. Man and environment are interdependent, and thus along with culture and heritage, its prestige and honor must be preserved under all circumstances. Because man is having the relation with the environment. So the environment needed the man's support, or that is why interdependent. The culture of India refers to the way of life of the people of India. India's languages, religion, dance, music, architecture, food and customs differ from place to place within the country. So even in the country, we can see different religion, different dances, food style, customs, everything is different from one place to another place. The Indian culture often labeled as an amalgamation of several cultures, because we are having many cultures. So everyone we are accepting. That spans across the Indian subcontinent and has been influenced by a history that is several millennia old. The people of the rural area to enjoy this diversity, even in the rural people also enjoying the diversity or the differences. Diversity seen in caste, color, creed, language, culture, tradition, rituals, customs, thinking and beliefs, right from north state of Kashmir to its southernmost counterpart Kanyakumari, from from north to south. So we can see different types of diversity, the caste based, color based, creed based, language based, so everything we are having. So and also from western Gujarat to northern, so from west to north, from south, the north to south, we can see that differences. The political, social, economic scenario is completely differ from one another. That is why the political, social, economic scenario is also completely different from one another. That is why each state is having their own in the differences. Hence, India is known as the land of diversity. That is why our India is known as the land of diversity. In the land we are having different diversity. So students, it was very interesting chapter. So we are discussed about the different directions of the social life of West, East, South and North. So students, thank you for listening my class.